The whole point of entrepreneurship is, yes, to create your own path. But along that way of you creating your own path, you should also be creating jobs and opportunity for other people. That's when you start making the millions. And with teamwork, you have to be able to be willing to want to work with people and really get your business going, to really add those people in. $1 million home, sits on the water. It was beautiful. And she became a millionaire by simply running teams.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with daily on-the-go episodes packed with testimonies and business tips to help you create financial freedom through entrepreneurship. Hosted by the owner of Fracassi Lashes and the Blow Dry Lounge, the Beauty Boss Millionaire herself, Felicia Fracassi.
Welcome back to Beauty Boss Millionaire. I'm your host, Felicia Fracassi, and the objective of today's episode is just to do a summary of everything that we've learned in this season, because it's been a lot, and I want to make sure that you're grasping every single concept of everything that we've talked about throughout this whole season. So we've talked about teamwork. Teamwork meaning that you are using those collaborative efforts and energy of that group to achieve a common goal and to complete a task. We talked about if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. No more the solo operation that you've been doing. I know you think it's going to work for you, but you need a team to make the millions. You need a team to make the money. Any big operation, there usually is a team behind them. They don't all have to have equal shares or equal percentages. It's just that you're paying your team. You sometimes have to pay a team to go and do things because you're going to just burn yourself out. Because when you divide the work amongst members of the team, it gets done faster and it just runs smoother and you can make that money faster. And that's one of the things that we've done with all of my business. In every single business that I have, there is a team in place. Whether that be with the Blow Dry Lounge, whether that be with Fracassi Lashes, whether that be with a medical spa, whether that be with a construction company, even the Airbnb team that I have and I host, even with the cleaning company that I just opened up not too long ago, there's teams in place that help it go a lot faster. And I often see entrepreneurs struggle with this concept of having a team. So that's why I'm really just going over it, because you're going to need a team. I know you're addicted to the money. I know you like just having all the money to yourself to be in control and no one can do it as good as you, but stop thinking like that, because you're just going to work your regular job and you're going to go home. You're going to be burnt out. Give yourself 5-10 years or less than that. And you're going to be burnt out. You're going to be exhausted. I see people that come to me all the time and they say, I'm tired of doing what I do. I'm tired of it. I just want to do something else. And basically what I hear is that I'm burnt out. I've done this a long time. There's no more fun in it anymore, because you tried to do everything on your own. The whole point of entrepreneurship is, yes, to create your own path. But along that way of you creating your own path, you should also be creating jobs and opportunity for other people. That's when you start making the millions. Let's look at Uber for a second. Uber didn't try to self-employ their own team. They chose to employ people all over the world. Uber decided to make it a national company where anyone can sign up, and now we're making other people wealthy and you're becoming wealthy. That is the GOAT right there. That is why I admire millionaires that employ other people, because now we're stimulating the economy, 1. 2, we're creating jobs and opportunity for other people, which I'm a big, huge advocate for. My whole entire life, since I've been in my early 20s, I've created other jobs for other people. I never thought small. So if your mind is still thinking small, try your best to get your mind off of just you for a moment. And I hate to say it like that, but a lot of times these entrepreneurs are so caught up on me, it's my business, it's me, it's mine, it's mine. But once you get past that and you learn not to have a selfish heart or a greedy heart, once you've stabilized everything to make sure no one can take it from you, and yes, I have to say that because I've seen businesses straight up been robbed from other people because they didn't have non-competes in place and, NDAs and other things like that, non-disclosure agreements. So it's important that you begin to add on people as you grow. And that's really why I wanted to just talk about this series. And then as you add on people as you're growing, you're also collaborating. You're able to get out there more in the public and collaborate, because a lot of people, they don't like to invite other people in their business, 1, and 2, they don't ever want to collaborate. That is the death of the business, as we spoke about earlier. And obviously you have to choose wisely. You don't just say, all right, everyone, let's all be friends. No, you have to choose wisely, use your wisdom, look at the person's personality, look at the business. And from there, if you feel it's a good fit after having a short meeting, then go ahead and pursue it. If you feel, I don't really know about this person, they look a little shady, they're not really someone I could see myself with, doing a deal long term, then don't do it. But I'm telling you, your gut will lead you, your brain will lead you, and if it's meant to be, it'll all work out. And I've always said that because sometimes you have to just at least try. I've brought on people before on my team. They're all hired, they got the interview process done. The day that they go to start, something comes up and it just is like fate takes over and all of a sudden they're just like not a part of the company. And I don't ever get mad. Some people literally get mad about things like that when things don't go their way. I've always been a firm believer if God is in control, in my business I've dedicated to God. I just truly believe that if things are meant to be, God is in control of my life. He's in control of his business. Whoever he wants there will be there. Whoever he doesn't, he won't be there. And all the signs will kind of lead to it. I always said, I always operate my business with a little ounce of faith. And with teamwork, you have to be able to be willing to want to work with people and really get your business going, to really add those people in, because it's going to help the operation go faster. And like I said in the beginning, I didn't have a lot of people. I had family. Teamwork can be done with family. As long as you choose the right ones, I've been a firm believer that family can help you get your business up off the ground. And when things start working out, slowly pay them in due time. But if you have a family member that's a little shady, or they've got a bad history, or they have a bad temper, don't include them in the business. But if you have someone that you can trust that is maybe given an assignment to do and handle, and they've proven, give them small tasks at first. And if they've proven that they can do that and they come back and they've done it, then give them a little bit more responsibility. But the trust has to be there. Trust obviously is something that has to be earned over time. So start off small and work your way up. Don't come back to me saying, hey, you told me to trust them and they bombed the big event. Well, that's because you have to start with the smaller events and they lead up to earning that big event. They learn to be consistent. You learn to be consistent and everyone's happy. There needs to be some type of strategy when you start these teamworks, when you start the collaborations. There needs to be strategy. I'm one of those big people where I'm constantly mapping out and masterminding with my husband, with my team, on how we could conquer an area, how we can divide and conquer an area and win. Because I'm telling you right now, the true millionaires that are really running this world that you'll probably never hear about, the Rothschilds, other people that I can go on and on about that we never really hear anything about, they're masterminding. They're literally hundreds of thousands of steps ahead of us. And I hate to say it like that, us versus them, but the truth of the matter is they're running the world and they're using strategy to get what they want. So you have to think like that. You have to think big. You have to think as in teams. Even this multi-level marketing, which I'm not really a fan of, I'm just not. Sometimes there could be good companies, don't get me wrong, but I've always seen someone always runs off and doesn't do their part, and it's a difficult one. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, choose wisely who you choose to do your multi-level marketing with if you're owning something. But a lot of times, there's teams involved. I know a woman right now who invited me to her home last year around this time. Actually, it was about 18 months ago. It was a little bit before the pandemic. And $1 million home, sits on the water. It was beautiful. And she had a multi-level marketing company that she owned, and she got in really early on. And she became a millionaire by simply running teams. They had different levels, junior, senior, diamond member, all these different things. And they sold products. They literally sold a product. And she was recruiting in the very beginning, and obviously it all worked out and it paid off, and she was consistent about it, and she ended up making it to the top. Now, not everybody in this whole pyramid system and multi-level marketing makes it to the top. Sometimes you get stuck at the bottom, which sucks, but at least you tried. But the point is that teamwork really does make the dream work. And make sure your team really knows how to sell. Speaking of that, up on the next season of Beauty Boss Millionaire, we are entering in a season that we're going to learn and go over the art of sales. The art of sales. And thank you all who are supporting the Beauty Boss Millionaire. I take time out of my day every day, as busy as I am, which I'm really busy with being on the radio, running around with the businesses. I'm a mom still, and then I have more companies to take care of, and a construction company, a cleaning company. I can go on and on, Airbnbs. And I still want to make sure I take time to pour out on other people, because there's people that really are trying to learn how to start this business, how to keep their business going. So I appreciate the support. Even if you just buy me a cup of coffee. It's appreciated. Or becoming a Patreon member. We're actually creating a Facebook group called Beauty Boss Millionaire. Once you become a patron member, you are invited to the group, and we can go over a lot more than just on this platform. Thanks for tuning in to Beauty Boss Millionaire. Remember to rate, like, share if you're really enjoying this, and send it to someone that's trying to start a business.
That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast. And don't forget to follow the Beauty Boss Millionaire, Felicia Fracassi, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Beauty Boss Millionaire.